Hello everyone, how's it going? It's your boy SonTj here. If you haven't checked out my Spider-Man No Way Home review that includes non-spoiler and spoiler review, please check it out before watching this. And again, if you haven't seen No Way Home, please don't watch this top strongest video, okay? And in the future, I will be making a top 200 strongest MCU characters, including the MCU characters, the Netflix characters that are in canon, Deadpool characters, and characters from No Way Home, which is including the Raimiverse and Webverse in that. So it's going to be pretty long, but I'm going to make sure it's not too long, okay? So I'm going to change the editing style just a little bit. So yeah, I'm a power scaler, so you know I try my best not to be biased here. But again, this list is going to be including, if you've seen the movie, it's going to be including Web, MCU characters, and also be including spoilers from like Hawkeye, things like that. So, you know, hinting at that. So yeah, anyone who's been like a Spider-Man character or villain is in this top 20. It will not be including Spider-Verse though. This is only live action. So okay, man, let's get this started. So this took me a little bit to do because I've been trying to work on this list for a while. And here we go. So for number 20, we got Shocker Jackson Bryce, the first Shocker in Spider-Man Homecoming. He was a little bit of a challenge, but it really depends how you interpret it, because Peter Parker says that like Herman Schultz was worse using the Shocker glove than him, but you can kind of tell that later on he fights him and he's the true Shocker. So I have number 20, and for number 19, I have the true Shocker, Herman Schultz, I think that's how you say his name. The dude gave Spider-Man without his suit more of a challenge, knocks him to a bus and everything like that. He's supposed to represent, you know, the most comic book one, even though he's black, but who cares about race? Come on, who cares? For number 18, I have the Boogeyman Kingpin. Now, it could be argued he could be number 20 here, but I just think his durability, his suit's durability is on the same level as Daredevil in the Netflix series, and he got reintroduced in Hawkeye, and Hawkeye sees him as a really big threat, implying maybe that he's stronger than Hawkeye, and I think Hawkeye can beat these other two. But again, it could just be like because he's a big threat, because he's a mob boss, but I just think like he's really freaking strong. The fact that he can pretty much just land 3 hits on Daredevil when he's out, I think Daredevil is on this level where he could probably beat Hawkeye or Black Widow. It's really up to interpretation, but I think the Kingpin deserves to be up here, and I can't wait for him to meet Spider-Man in the MCU later on down the road. 17, we have Mecca Rhino from the Rev universe. Again, we didn't get that much from him, but I think Mecca Rhino can beat up the Shocker and Kingpin in this with that mecha suit, bro. He had rockets, all bunch of crazy stuff, so I think he deserves this spot. 16, I have Vulture, Adrian Toomes. The dude was actually able to overwhelm Spider-Man without his suit. Spider-Man with his suit, though, he was able to kind of like pretty much get the best of him. Him using that tech, the tech from the Avengers movie, the Henchman's tech, I forgot what it is, but like he was pretty dangerous, man, and he can fly from the sky, so I think he'll have a bigger advantage against Rhino. He's mobile, and he's pretty damn strong with that metal suit he had on. It gave him like a lot of advantages, and yeah, he gave Spider-Man a good run for his money in Homecoming. It was kind of inconsistent, but Spider-Man without a suit, really. For 15, I have the mutated Green Goblin from the Web universe, Harry Osborn. We didn't get too much scenes with him, but he was able to fight Peter Parker to a point where he had a harder time trying to save Gwen Stacy, but he did get knocked out though, like just straight up knocked out cold. I just say he's a little bit stronger than the Vulture, because I feel like those bombs give him a big push, and I feel like his tech is a little bit better, and again, he was able to like overwhelm a Spider-Man in like his own regular suit. So I would give that slight edge towards Harry from the Web universe from Amazing Spider-Man 2. 14, I have the Lizard. The Lizard consistently shown, even in the No Way Home, that he can overpower a Spider-Man. I don't think he can beat him, but he's definitely stronger. He was definitely stronger than the Amazing Spider-Man 1 Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, where he was able to like overwhelm, and most of the time didn't really lose a fight. He did lose more in Amazing in No Way Home, and Andrew did get the best of him, just webbing him down. So yeah, I definitely think he deserves this spot. For number 13, I have Dr. Octopus, and then with the nanotech as well. Here's the thing. So in Spider-Man 2, he's able to tank punches from Spider-Man in that movie, and they don't even say that he's holding back, and he's hitting him pretty hard in the face. But in No Way Home, they do a great job of showing that Spider-Man not landing direct physical attacks on him, and the arms are keeping Spider-Man at bay. I think Dr. Octopus can like handle himself in this fight. He was able to handle himself in other fights in No Way Home. And if we're going to use the durability from Spider-Man 2, I definitely think he could beat Green Goblin from Amazing Spider-Man 2, and the Lizard. I think he can hold his own, and he was able to like hold down Electro a little bit when he had his guard down. So I think Dr. Octopus deserves this spot. For number 12, I have Mysterio, Quentin Beck with Edith. With Edith, this makes him a completely dangerous threat, bro. He can arguably be higher depending how you interpret who can handle the illusions or who can like speed blitz him or anything like that. Yeah, man, with Edith, bro, he is an incredible threat. Like really strong. Again, he's just a normal guy behind it all. So it just depends on like who can speed blitz him, who can handle the illusions, and yeah, that's he's a very interesting character to try to power scale in this list. For number 11, we have New Goblin / Harry Osborn from Spider-Man 3. His power scaling is a little bit weird because in the beginning of the film, he gets owned by Spider-Man without his suit, just fighting regular, just chilling. But then later on, he's able to at least put up a good fight against symbiote Spider-Man. So it's kind of weird how to do that, but I'm going to probably lean more towards the symbiote Spider-Man. Again, symbiote Spider-Man is still overwhelmed him and beat him, but like he still has the pumpkin bombs that could probably destroy a lot of the Edith drones, and it could turn people into skeletons. It was still even shown in Spider-Man 3 when Eddie Brock died, he got turned to a skeleton too. So he still has those bombs. He's strong enough to like at least give symbiote Spider-Man a run for his money a little bit. So I think overall he's stronger than Edith, Mysterio. But again, Mysterio has the hacks where he could probably beat anyone outside of Spider-Man. So there you go there. For number 10, we got the Green Goblin. So I know he's supposed to be the same power as he was in Spider-Man 1, but bro, like he's just devastating in this film, bro. Like the fact that he was able to like overwhelm Spider-Man in the integrated suit. Granted, it should be stronger than the regular suit, but it didn't really feel like it. But yeah, he's overwhelmed that. He beat down regular Spider-Man in Spider-Man 1, but again, that was he lost when he got his emotional power boost. And with this film, he got beat down by Spider-Man when he got his emotional boost as well. But again, he was seen as the strongest villain of No Way Home. He even had a grenade. He was tactical. He's just a very strong. He is the most iconic Green Goblin, and I think he has a lot more tactical advantages over Harry Osborn. So it's very flippy, but I'll give more the edge towards Green Goblin in No Way Home, and even like I feel like the Cure kind of boosted his strength a little bit. But yeah, it's really in between there. For number 9, we have the Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. And before No Way Home, I would have put him like a lot lower, but he is pretty much seen as that he's on the same level as all the other Spider-Man if they just have the regular abilities. Like Spider-Man without, Tom Holland without his Iron Spider suit and Tobey without his symbiote suit. Again, he can handle pretty much any of the other villains if there's no special cases. He even said himself he doesn't have all the special stuff that they have, but again, he's a very capable Spider-Man. He saved MJ. He handled himself against other villains like Electro. He could take Electro's electricity. Overall, I think he can beat any of the other characters below him. Number 8, I have the first Venom, Eddie Brock from Spider-Man 3. He was able to overwhelm Spider-Man in his prime because, like, Tobey in this film, I could kind of tell he's a little bit out of his prime. He's still strong, but he's a little bit out of his prime. But he was able to overwhelm Spider-Man in his prime. He tanked hits from Sandman. He killed Green Goblin. Granted, he jumped in the way, but again, he has high regeneration. He's said multiple times to be Spider-Man, but better and stronger. And right above that at number 7, I have Tobey Spider-Man with the symbiote suit. Again, we're taking all these characters in their prime. And this is the strongest he's ever been. Granted, we don't really know how much of a big multiplier the symbiote suit is in the Raimi universe, but I think he has to be stronger than Venom in Spider-Man 3. He was able to beat down Sandman. Again, he was able to beat him down originally without the suit, but he even more convincingly with the suit. He's faster, stronger. I don't really know how much, though. That's the only problem here. But I would say he has to be stronger than everyone else below him. Now, this is very contentious. But we have the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, Tom Holland, at number 6 with the Iron Spider suit. Again, I thought the integrated suit would be stronger, but it doesn't really look like it. And he does get his classic suit at the end of it. So, but I would say in the Iron Spider suit, he's definitely stronger. Again, it's very close, but He handles himself pretty well against Dr. Octopus. Hell, like the only reason he was even struggling because he was trying to save different people at the same time. And you know, again, like him in that suit really didn't lose, like at all. Like it wasn't even destroyed really, to be honest with you. And he was able to like beat down like, you know, Thanos from time to time. Granted, you know, of course he did like do a killing blow, but yeah, I just feel like the Iron Spider suit gives him a slight edge over the symbiote suit. Again, we're going to see how the symbiote interacts with Spider-Man in the MCU because, you know, they have the credit scene, but I think he gets the slight edge over Tobey in this situation. But you can disagree in the comment section down below. For number 5, we have Eddie Brock from the Sony Universe / the Venom 1 and Venom Let There Be Carnage. His feats and overall like strength and durability looks a lot stronger than all the other characters. I know there's some power scaling you can make to argue that like Tobey Spider-Man and the Eddie Brock Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3 is stronger due to like wacky scaling, but overall just due to feats shown and durability and everything like that, I feel like Venom has a slight edge over the MCU and Tobey Spider-Man in terms of strength and durability. For number 4, we have Riot. Riot was already shown stronger than Venom from Venom 1. And Venom doesn't look that much stronger than he was from Venom 1 and Let There Be Carnage. So I think Riot still has an edge over him in overall durability and strength. Number 3, we have Carnage. Carnage is so strong, this man can make tornadoes. He's definitely stronger than Venom. But again, they're on, you know, again, all the symbiotes are pretty close in power, but he was shown to be stronger. And Eddie needed help to beat him overall, so I think he deserves number 3, and I hope we get to see Carnage again. I hope we get to see all these characters again in the MCU. Just again, they took him right out, man. Took him right out. Number 2, we got Sandman. Now, Sandman, he wasn't able to really be stopped in Spider-Man 3. Like, yeah, symbiote Spider-Man beat him, quote unquote, but then when he became that giant Sandman creature, no one really stopped him, and he left it his own appeal. So he's really tough, man. Like, you can shoot water on him, but the way they made him is like, you only can like barely stop him. You can't really defeat him. So very, very powerful, but we have a new number 1 here. We used to have Sandman number 1 on this, but number 1, we have Electro. Electro, I very lowballed back in the day because I was just so in the idea, well, Spider-Man beat Electro, but he had like, you know, different hacks and abilities. But the dude was stated to be stronger than Spider-Man all the way back in Spider-Man 2. The dude was like damn near intangible, had all these crazy abilities. And in No Way Home, he gets the arc reactor that empowers his abilities even more, that even Andrew says, like, I've never seen him this powerful before. So he's even more powerful than he was in Amazing Spider-Man 2. And he has the arc reactor. He is definitely the strongest Spider-Man villain in live action. And that's kind of matching the comics, to be honest with you. Like, so yeah, what y'all think, man? So my list is Shocker, number 20, True Shocker, 19, Kingpin, 18, Mecca Rhino, 17, Vulture, 16, Harry Osborn, Green Goblin from Amazing Spider-Man 2, 15, 14, The Lizard, 13, Dr. Octopus, 12, Mysterio, 11, New Goblin, 10, the first Green Goblin, 9, Amazing Spider-Man, 8, the first Venom, 7, Tobey Spider-Man, 6, Iron Spider-Man, 5, Venom from the Venom universe, 4, Riot, 3, Carnage, 2, Sandman, 1, Electro. Tell me what you guys' disagreements in the comment section down below. The top 200 strongest MCU characters will be coming out hopefully before the end of the year. Check out my review of Spider-Man No Way Home. It's a non-spoiler and spoiler, so make sure to click out if you haven't seen the movie yet. And hopefully you didn't watch this entire video without seeing the film. Thank you guys for all the love and support. I know we didn't get to 50,000 for the end of the year, but again, if you're a new subscriber now or been a subscriber from day one, thank you guys for supporting my dream. Either we make it there or not, you guys are very much appreciated. So yeah, SonTj, peace. Also, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. It means a lot. So yeah, SonTj, peace. Love you all.